I'm Kristen, I'm from Manticore Arms, and today I'm going to show you how to install our Tavor Switchback charging handle. Our switchback charging handle will replace the existing charging handle in the Tavor SAR. It will not fit in the Tavor X95. Our switchback charging handle is ambidextrous and can be used on either the left or the right side. In this video, I will be installing it on the left side as is typical for a right-hand shooter. Our switchback charging handle is made with 6061 aluminum. The switchback handle, as well as the inner lug, both have a black anodized finish. The rod has a black oxide finish. The earlier models of the rod have no finish, however, they are the same construction and there's no difference in performance or quality. When you order the Tavor switchback charging handle from us, you will receive the handle, the rod with the inner lug already attached, 2 440 screws, and 1 3/32 hex wrench. The tools you will need from home is a Phillips as well as flathead screwdriver and a set of hex wrenches, as we will be disassembling part of the rifle and we will need more than one size. Before starting anything, always verify your rifle is unloaded with no magazine and no round in the chamber. Let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the bolt carrier group from the rifle. I did this for two reasons. One, because it's easier to manipulate the charging handle without the bolt carrier group in there, and two, there's no way the rifle can fire once removed. Next, you'll want to remove the top rail. On this rifle, we have the Manticore Arms Overwatch rail, but the standard rail is removed the same way. You will need a 5/64 hex wrench to remove the rail. Now I'm undoing the front swivel and lock. Normally there's a cotter pin holding the locking screw in place at the sling attachment lock, but we don't have one on this rifle because it was lost long ago. You'll also notice we don't have the actual swivel on the left side of the rifle. If you do still have the swivel and aren't sure how to remove it, page 57 in your manual will walk you through this process. Otherwise, I have used a flathead screwdriver to remove the sling attachment lock, and then was able to remove that as well as the locking screw once it was removed. Next, I'm removing the foregrip group on the rifle. You'll use a Phillips head screwdriver for this. Also, please note to save all your bolts and everything in this entire process, as you will be reusing all the same hardware to reassemble everything once the charging handle is installed. As you can see, I forgot to remove the sling attachment sleeve on the left side of the rifle when I originally removed the sling attachment lock. I used a flathead screwdriver to pry it away from the rifle body. Now the cocking group assembly can be removed with the charging handle. This too took a bit of manipulation to separate it from the body of the rifle. Be gentle, however the plastic is pliable. For more details on how to safely remove it, go to page 60 in your manual and they will help with this. Okay, now that the cocking group assembly is removed, you can set aside the rifle as we are working on just the cocking group assembly here. In my hand is a roll pin that is generally installed in the tiny hole on the handle. This roll pin holds the handle in place. You will need a 2mm punch to remove it. Page 61 and 62 in the manual will go over this in detail. I had already removed this once and tried putting it back in so I could show you in the video, but alas I was not successful at it. So just know you need to remove that roll pin and then you can just pull the handle straight off. Remove the handle and the rod as we will no longer need these for the switchback. Here's the rod with the inner lug attached. You will see that the square hole needs to face the outside. I'm having this face the left side as I will be installing the handle on the left side of the rifle for a right-hand shooter. Slide the rod under the cocking bar like the original rod. You then want to insert the handle into the inner lug from the outside. You want to do this so when the handle is folded, like it is in my hand, it points towards the front of the rifle. Here's where it gets tricky. You need to hold the handle in place in the lug while screwing in the 440 screws that came with the handle. I found it easier to start with the one in the back, so to speak, by sliding everything as far as it would go so I had the most leverage and space to work with. I found this was the most challenging thing in the entire installation. There isn't a lot of space to work with and the angle is weird. The second screw was even more troublesome. As you'll see here, I struggled a bit with the best angle to go about this. I have small hands, even I had issues with this. I managed to get a good enough angle where I basically made tiny quarter turns over and over until the screw was snug. Once the screws are snug, the handle is assembled in the cocking guide. Now to reassemble the rifle. First, you want to insert the cocking group assembly into the rifle. There's a small hole if you look towards the back of the rifle where the charging handle fits into. Slide the rod into there and then fit the top assembly piece back onto the rifle. I had a few more issues than you probably will on this. Since the rifle has been used for so many demos, it is a tiny bit warped on the outside plastic. I then installed the foregrip next. There is a tab at the bottom, so you want to kind of hinge the foregrip back into place. Next, I installed the front swivel and lock starting with the sling attachment sleeve, followed by the screw, and then the sling attachment lock. I used a large hex wrench to hold the screw into place while I screwed on the sling attachment lock. And now the top rail. And lastly, you'll want to put the bulk carrier group back in. And you're done! You'll want to charge the handle to ensure everything was installed correctly. And there you have it. The switchback charging handle is now installed on your rifle. If you have any other questions or issues, please email us at info@manticorearms.com. We would also love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more videos like this, as well as extra content from Manticore Arms. Thanks again for watching.